What's up YouTube, it's your girl Ezzy and I'm back again with another video. As you can tell by the title of the video, today I'll be sharing some tips with the fellas on how they can help their girls during that time of the month when they have their period. Now, us females, we know we could be a little difficult or maybe a lot difficult and confusing during this time simply because of the hormonal changes that are happening to our body. The changes that we're experiencing with our appetite, the cramping, the pain that we're experiencing during this duration of our menstrual cycle. So there's a lot going on during this time. I felt like this would be a great video to do just to kind of help the fellas out a little bit. I feel like if they were more aware about what happens to the female body during this time, if they were given tips personally from a female, I think that they'll be able to work with their girl during this time a little bit better. This is just, these are tips that works for me, and I'm sure that they work for other females as well, but every female's different. What may work for me may not work for your girl, what may work for your girl may not work for me, etc. This is just to kind of like help you out just a little bit. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I wrote down a couple of tips, so I'll be looking at my phone here and there just to kind of use this as a guide throughout the video. Tip number one, do not piss her off more than she may already be. Do not piss her off. Don't add on to any of the emotions that she may be experiencing right now. She's simply experiencing these emotions because of the hormonal fluctuations that are happening in her body at this time. So she may be feeling sad one moment, she may be okay the next moment, happy, she may be upset, then she may be completely fine the next moment. Her mood is completely fluctuating, so the best thing that you can do is be patient with her and also empathize with her. Be empathetic and also validate her emotions. Try to understand, you know what, baby, what are you feeling right now? And she may vocalize that to you. I don't know, I just feel completely sad. And you could just kind of repeat it back to her. Baby, I'm understanding that you're feeling sad right now. And the reason why I say repeat it back so that you can let her know that you're actually actively listening to her at that moment. And then after that, you can ask her, what can I do for you? She may tell you that there's nothing that you can do right now. But she may thank you and say, you know what, thank you for listening. Thank you for understanding. Right now, there's nothing that you can do for me. But that may change. And if something comes up and there is something that you can do for me, I'll let you know. But just ask her, what can I do for you? So that's step number one. Do not piss her off. Step number two, feed her. Keep her hydrated. Again, she's experiencing changes in her appetite. She's having these food cravings, right? She's simply experiencing this due to the low serotonin levels in her body. Serotonin is a chemical within the human body that aids toward the well-being and happiness of someone. So because those levels are low, now she's upset, she's angry, she's sad, etc. So during this time, women usually craves carbohydrates like chips, chocolate, things like that, because carbs usually raises those levels and it makes them happy, emotionally happy. So it makes them emotionally feel better. So my advice is definitely feed her. She's definitely going to have those cravings for chocolate, chips, whatever it may be. And I would say get it for her, but get it for her to a certain extent. Of course, if she has like health issues, if she's diabetic, things like that, she may want to visit a doctor and see what her alternatives are as far as during this time of the month when she's craving, because obviously giving her sugar, it's not ideal. But if she's, if she's completely healthy and she's just like, I want chocolate, I want chips, then definitely go out there and go get her snacks, because you're not going to hear the end of it until you do. But just be a little bit limited, because if you get her chips, consuming too much sodium is not good, because during that time of the month, women are experiencing bloating and discomfort, and having too much sodium could definitely cause even more discomfort and more bloating. So you want to be limited as far as how much snacks you get her. Also, like I said, keep her hydrated. You know, put some water bottles near her bed if she's like sleeping throughout the whole time, just to kind of like sleep the pain away. Put some water bottles there and keep her hydrated. It's very, very important because during this time of the month, she's losing a lot of blood and a lot of fluids within her body. So to replace those fluids, keep her hydrated. Also, see if you can make one of her favorite smoothies or her natural juices, just to kind of get her to consume the veggies and the fruits that are essential in general, but especially during that time of the month, because like I said, she's losing blood. And if she's not eating well, or if she's not consuming nutritionist food and remaining hydrated, then she could begin to feel weak, and it's a possibility that she can get sick. So being mindful that you can get her snacks, but be limited, but also make her a smoothie, make her something healthy, and explain it to her why you want her to drink this smoothie or why you want her to eat healthy. All right. Step number 3, get her soup and get her tea. Now I'm going to show you my favorite tea, which is chamomile. Oh, wait, that's the wrong way. Yeah, which is chamomile. This right here is my all-time favorite tea because chamomile is known to really soothe the body, keep you calm, keep you relaxed, and that's what she needs during that time of the month. And chamomile is also known to help with cramps, to ease cramps. So there's other teas out there that are also known to help with cramps, so you can go ahead and research that. But chamomile is amazing. And if she doesn't like chamomile, then make her a favorite tea. The idea is for her to consume something warm, which is why I say make her tea, give her soup, etc. Because during that time of the month, her uterus, the lining is building up and is tightening, which is why she's experiencing those cramps. So usually heat and warmness, it definitely relaxes the muscles of the uterus, and it creates a much more easy flow for the blood to go through, which eases cramps. So that's that. Make her soup, make her tea, give her things that are warm, which brings me to my next tip. Tip number 4. Get her, if she doesn't have one by now, this is like a starter pack right now. Get her a heating bag or a heating pad. So let me show you mine. It looks like this. I got this from the discount store, the 99-cent store. It's amazing. It's my baby. It helps. So usually what you would do is, it has water in it because I have yet to empty it. It won't open. But anyways, you'll open it from here and you'll pour some warm to hot water in here. You'll pour based on her tolerance level. Don't pour such hot water in it and then it burns her. So you want to be mindful about that. But you pour it in there and she'll just apply it to her belly area. Mostly her abdomen area, because that's where we experience cramping pain. So she'll just, you know, rest and sleep with this bag on her belly. And then it'll get cold and you or her would just have to just refill it with water again. So get her a heating bag or a heating pad. This is how a heating pad looks, or at least some of them do. So that's that, because that goes back to what we were saying. Anything warm, anything hot definitely helps to relieve those muscles, and it allows the blood flow to flow wonderfully so that she can experience less cramps. So tip number 5, if you live with your girl, do the cleaning, do the cooking, clean the house. Don't let her get up. Let her completely rest. Let her completely, you know, recover. just do the cleaning, do the cooking, help her out, and tell her, you know what, babe, just just stay in bed, just get all the rest that you need. I'm gonna do the cooking and the cleaning, just so she has a little bit less responsibility. Chores such as cleaning especially could definitely make that cramping and that pain worse. For me, all I want to do is just completely stay in bed and just rest and just take it easy overall. So that's tip number 5. Tip number 6, which is the last tip before I give you a bonus tip. Tip number 6 is continue to educate yourself and understand what happens, because right now I just told you literally snippets about what happens in the female body during this time. I'm sure that there's way much more information out there. So continue to educate yourself, because you want your girl to feel like he cares and he's in tune. It's a freaking plus for you if you care and that you're actually in tune and wanting to understand the female body in general, and especially during that time of the month. So continue to educate yourself. There's so much information out there. I'll try to post some links for you in the description below that would help you gather as much information as you can. But aside from whatever I post, please research on your own. You can research together. You can say, you know what, babe, let's just read a little bit about what goes on in your body during this time of the month, because there may be some things that she may not know as well. So the bonus tip, which is the absolute best, belly rubs. Give your girl belly rubs. Now, you can ask her where she would like for you to rub her belly, but she would most likely tell you to rub at the bottom, which is the abdomen area, because that's where we feel the cramping most, which makes sense because that's near our uterus area, which going back, that's where we're experiencing the lining buildup and that tightening, which is causing us to experience cramps. But just rub her belly. Belly rubs are amazing. I mean, puppies love it, cats love it, so who's to say we don't love it too? But also your girl may be experiencing some pain in her back, her legs, just talk with her, build this conversation, and just understand her body and get acquainted to where she's experiencing pain, so that you'll be able to give her these awesome massages and these rub downs so that she can feel better overall. So this concludes the video. I really hope that this video was helpful, and if it is, please don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. And also, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, anything, just leave them below. And just look out for more videos. And if this is something, if you want to see me do more videos on giving the fellas tips, leave that below and I'll be sure to do so. But without further ado, this does conclude the video, and I'll see you in more videos. Peace.